I'm so excited for graduation.
Me too. Where is everyone?
I don't know. They should be here by now.
Ladies, what are you doing here?
It's graduation.
Graduation's not here. It's at the Santander.
Oh no. Hey guys.
Hey.
Congrats on winning the district championship.
Thank you.
So what was your favorite part of high school?
For me, I really enjoyed going down to Jamaica with Coach Doms and experiencing everything we did down there.
Enjoyed going to all the sporting events, whether I was playing in it or in the student section. I'd have to say the Mifflin game, winning in overtime. It's a game everyone looks forward to, so being able to win like that is pretty memorable.
Thanks guys. See you soon. Hey guys.
Hi. Hey, congrats on the great concerts.
Thank you so much.
Do you have any advice for the graduating class?
I would say to keep music in your life.
I think keep an open mind because you never know what opportunities will be presented to you.
You know, those are both good, but my thing would be, gentlemen, enjoy your hair while you still have it.
Thanks so much. Yeah, we really gotta go. Bye. Hey guys. Hey. Congrats on stage. Thanks. Where's Sydney? Sydney, we gotta go.
Because I'm the boss's nephew.
Well, that was great, but could you try it a little bit higher? Because I'm the boss's nephew.
Hey guys. Hey guys.
Hey.
Congrats on the great musical this year.
Oh, thanks.
You too.
Thanks. Okay, we really got to get to graduation.
Bye. Bye.
All right, guys, let's start with what do we think went well?
Well, I think all the students enjoyed the event. It was like a big party.
Hey guys.
Hey guys. Congrats on raising over $61,000.
Thank
you.
Do you have any advice for the underclassmen?
I would say you shouldn't be afraid to set your goals high and make sure that you stay motivated.
Remember why you're doing it.
And remember that this brings the school together, and this is why we're all Bulldogs.
Awesome. Thanks. Now we really gotta go. Bye.
99, 100, 101.
Hey guys. Hey guys.
2.
Hey. Great job on the Veterans Dance. We heard it was a huge success.
Thank you.
Thanks for all that you do for our school. We really appreciate it.
No problem. It's a lot of fun, actually.
Thanks so much. But
See you
we
soon.
really gotta go. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, you guys. I have a problem. I'm unemployed now, and I was wondering if you could help me find a new job.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, thanks. What do you
Lifeguard
think?
needed ASAP.
Lot attendant.
Oh.
You can dance.
Yeah.
Yes, you can totally do that.
Will you all teach me?
Yeah, of course.
All right, let's go here. Libby, can you?
So now you just gotta shake. Hey guys.
Hi, Lucy.
Hey guys.
Sydney.
Sorry to interrupt, but we just have one quick question for you. What was your favorite part about teaching here at Wilson?
Oh, that's easy. The students.
Cool. Okay, we really have to go to graduation. Bye.
Good morning, Wilson. Today is Vocab Wednesday with your host, me, Molly Ferreira. And today, hey, Molly. Hey, Molly.
Oh, hey guys. Congrats on the success of Vocab Wednesday.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome. What would be one word to describe the senior class?
One word. I'd have to say effervescent.
Does that mean good?
It does mean good. It means enthusiastic and vivacious, like you effervescent young graduates of Wilson High School.
Oh,
Yeah, no problem.
Wait, is this the TV studio?
It is, yeah.
Can we
Announce?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good afternoon, Wilson. Today is June 6th, 2015.
I'm Sydney Schultz.
And I'm Lucy Wolf. And here are your graduation announcements. Seniors, please report to the Santander Arena at 12:15 p.m.
Wait, shouldn't you guys be there now?
Oh, right. Thanks, Molly.
No problem.
Hey, Mr. Bender. Hey, Mr. Bender.
Hey girls. Hey,
Shouldn't you guys be at graduation?
We're getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, did you hear the good news? Did you hear that we are the 44th school in the state as ranked by U.S. News and World Report?
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
It is, and we're also the only Berks County school ranked this year.
That's awesome.
A lot of that, in part, is due to your hard work and the hard work of our teachers.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, hey guys, you better get to graduation.
Yeah, see ya.
Bye.
Ladies,
We were just trying to catch up on all the memories and
ladies, are you ready?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Cooper and the Wilson Band. Please stand as the Wilson High School JROTC presents colors, and seniors of the choir lead us in singing the national anthem. Thank you. You may be seated. Good afternoon and welcome to the commencement ceremony of the class of 2015. I'm Matt Bender, senior class principal, and I would like to introduce to you our dignitaries on stage, starting at your far right and going across to the left. Senior class officers, Lindsay Covell, Suchitha Nauma, Alicia Muir, Akhilesh Sharma, Renee Short, Assistant Principal Kira DeWillett, Principal Dr. George Fiore, Superintendent Dr. Rudy Ruth, Assistant Superintendent Dr. Cindy Marzeski, Treasurer of the Wilson School Board of Directors, Dr. Steve Shimleski, Vice President of the Wilson School Board of Directors, Steve Ehrlich, and President of the Wilson School Board of Directors, Jay Negrini. At this time, I'd like to call Lindsay to the podium to deliver the address of welcome.
Class of 2015, we finally made it. Our long trek from K to 12 has officially concluded. This is a journey that we would not have been able to make without the backing from our relentless supporters. Parents, family, and friends, we thank you for helping us through our sometimes rough and not always pleasant teenage years. We stand before you about to step into a new world. As we do so, our class may often hear people call us a product of our generation. We have no taste in music, the internet is always too slow, and no one ever has to memorize phone numbers. One of the most common cliches is that we are too accustomed to a lifestyle of instant gratification. Whether it be binge watching a whole season of Breaking Bad on Netflix in a day, or having Google at our fingertips to filter through 60 trillion web pages in seconds to find the answers to last night's math homework. Although some of these stereotypes may be true, I think we're underestimated. We first embarked on our academic careers facing chalkboards and reading out of textbooks. Initially, we are introduced to new technology in the form of things like smartboards. Then, with the introduction of Chromebooks, we're fully immersed into new technology. We are faced with the challenge of relearning how to learn. We didn't see this as an obstacle. We saw it as an outlet filled with whole new opportunities. That is until eyeglass block curve fever. I don't think any student has gotten over that hurdle yet. But we still utilize this tool to reach new heights of excellence. This is because we are a class that has learned to be resilient. We are faced with many challenges as we go along our journey, and we still kept up with them today. We had to continually relearn every new system placed in our laps more rapidly than any other generation before us. Due to this adversity, we are ready to combat anything we may face after we leave here today. As any working adult knows, resilience is a quality that is critical if you want to survive in this day and age of rapid growth and development. In order to be successful in the world today, we need to be able to change and adapt. In an era where technological advances are skyrocketing, our minds are prepared to keep up with a world that is constantly moving. We have learned to be thinkers and innovators. We must form our own ideas and have a voice in a world where we, as young adults, have been drowned out by the stereotypes of our generation. Steve Jobs, inventor and founder of Apple Incorporated, once said, "Don't let the noises of others' opinions drown your own inner voice. And most importantly, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition." Class of 2015, we are the generation of change. We can make a difference. As we embark upon the next part of our lives, take pride in who you are and what you stand for. Never forget what it is that helps make you the individual that you here are today. Whether it be a person or a place, keep that reminder close to you, even if it may be over 2,000 miles away. I can't wait to see what our future holds. Congratulations. I will now introduce our student speaker at large, Abby O'Shea.
Some of our proudest achievements occur when we connect and work together. As a class, this group of students is responsible for raising over $60,000 at our mini-thon. This class has helped run the largest Veterans Appreciation Dance in the country. We have won countless athletic, musical, and academic competitions. We have worked with younger students through foreign language programs, Big Brother and Big Sister, Best Buddies, and GSA. For these reasons, and many more, you have worked your way into my heart. I am a proud member of the class of 2015. Today, I would like to speak about the idea of our family and our connections, because some believe that as students, we are in school to be influenced and not to be influential. Connections with one another often involve a mutual teaching and learning, and as people, we are so deeply connected to each other that we cannot help but change the lives of those with whom we work. When I was 8 years old and new to this school district, I entered Wilson's Gifted program. I distinctly remember, especially at the beginning, feeling less important and less intelligent than the other students in the program. Perhaps this is because I was uncomfortable in the new situation, but the truth behind the matter is that out of 15 gifted students, there were only 2 that were female, and I grew up in a culture where boys were thought to be smarter than girls. While this is not what I was taught at home, my inhibitions made me start to believe that I really was not as smart as my peers. That is, I felt this way until the mentors that I met at Wilson taught me to believe in my own abilities. Looking back on it now, it seems so insignificant. I have made connections with peers and teachers at Wilson that have had an incredible impact on the way that I view my intelligence and my confidence. However, If I wasn't given the chance to make these connections, my experience at Wilson would have been very different. With that in mind, to the teachers and administrators who've worked with us over the years, thank you. We would not be here without you. Next, to the parents, grandparents, families, and caretakers that have had our backs along the way. You have been the best support system we could have asked for, and although we do not tell you enough, we appreciate all that you have done. And now, to the class of 2015. I would personally like to thank you for allowing me to stand here and delay your diplomas for these 4 minutes, and more importantly, for allowing me to walk beside you for these past 4 years. I am grateful I was able to spend my time with each and every one of you. In this exact moment, there's a child somewhere in this world who feels insignificant in a classroom, and there are plenty more who do not even have access to an education. While my 8-year-old worries pale in comparison to these stories, the message of the power of human connection is universal. I was not the first to feel overlooked or unworthy in a classroom, and I'm certainly not the last who will feel this way. The individuals who broke through the glass ceilings before me opened up the sky so that I could be standing here today. We are all implicitly connected by the human experience. I hope that all of us will be able to reach out our hands to someone in need. After all, so many have done it for us. As Bulldogs, we've been blessed beyond belief to have had access to the education we have experienced. I hope that whatever you do, use your blessings to connect with and help someone else. We are now a part of the Bulldog legacy, and it is our responsibility to keep and to grow that legacy so it remains beautiful for years to come. Our insecurities will always follow us as shadows, but it's up to us to overcome them to share our light with the world. This is what Wilson has meant to me. And I hope that whether you go off to college, into the military, or in your formal education today, you utilize the values that Wilson has taught us. And so, as we process out of the arena and into what many will call the next phase of our lives, I ask that you remember 2 things. 1, never be afraid to ask for help or be shy about giving it. We have the power to change people's lives for the better. Sometimes it is in our moments of greatest weakness that we are able to give our greatest strengths to the world. Ironically, in that process of helping another, we help ourselves. And 2, despite what everyone is telling you, this is not the beginning. You are, and always will be, irrevocably connected to those who came before you. This did not start with us, nor did it start with Wilson's first commencement ceremony or first graduating class. This began when human connection began. That is the Wilson legacy. We are not united by blood, but by the red and white colors that we bleed. Congratulations, class of 2015. We did it. I would now like to introduce Ian Roth, student speaker at large.
Last August, before the school year began, student government officers met with Dr. Fiore to discuss what 2015 had in store for us. And while we did discuss some important matters like school policy and plans for the year, Dr. Fiore did note one personal desire of his. He said, "It would make my career if Stephen Colbert spoke at graduation." Full disclosure, I am not Stephen Colbert. Mission failed. But please do feel free to follow our campaign account on Twitter at Colbert2Wilson. Yes, Colbert #2 Wilson. We do follow back. I may not be Stephen Colbert, but I'll try my best. Class of 2015, today is a very special day, a proclamation, and a start to a new future. It's not a distant reality anymore. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Take time to recognize that this is one of life's greatest blessings. To put this in perspective, we may be at the end of our K through 12 experience, but we are only in book 2 of a 7-novel series called Life. Think about that. You might be saying, Ian, wait a minute. That was a drag. That took forever. And by the way, I didn't like your metaphor because frankly, I don't like to read. Or you might be saying, wow, that went fast. Where did time go? Just stick with me on the novel metaphor for a minute. Before we dig deeply into the plot, let's explore the number 7. Why are there 7 books in this book series of life? In William Shakespeare's monologue, All the World's a Stage, he writes that people go through 7 stages of life, often referred to as the 7 ages of man. According to Shakespeare, we've made it through 2 of those 7 stages, infancy and the whining schoolboy, which can be defined as a stage in life that the individual begins to go to school. They are unable to leave the protected environment of their home and are not yet ready to exercise their own discretion. Using Shakespeare's particulars, we can say we are nearing the end of novel 2. Let's dive into the plot, shall we? Chapters 1 through 7, elementary school, thrust into a new environment. Days of playing kickball at recess, singing in holiday concerts, and forming building blocks of learning. These were days when letter grades didn't show up on our report card. Instead, check marks did. Grade by grade, chapter by chapter, our novel continues. We start to learn more and more about our character and the characters we interact with. Are we round or flat characters? Are we dynamic or static characters? And who is that protagonist in our story? Chapters 8 and 9, some rising action here. The main character is now thrust into a bigger group of students from several elementary schools. The school day is longer, and students are introduced to lockers, changing classes, and carrying books from class to class. We are now allowed to pursue school-based activities, and who could forget the middle school dances, field days, and lock-ins. Chapters 10 through 12, high school, cast away into a sea of 2,000 students. Honors and AP courses, a wide range of electives, and even more activities were now at our disposal. In the 11th grade chapter, we are preparing for our future and reach the climax of our storyline. The pressure was on, and we had to find a way to balance our busy schedules full of academics, extracurriculars, work, and household duties, while still, hopefully, getting sleep. Hopefully. Chapter 13, senior year, the final chapter. A year of big future decisions and bittersweet laughs, the memories that will live on forever. And toward the end of chapter 13, we start to see the falling action, when seniors get the sense that graduation is a reality. Finally, the epilogue of our story, graduation day. An epilogue is officially defined as a section or speech at the end of a book that serves as a conclusion to what has happened. I'm actually here giving an epilogue right now. We are finally here, celebrating our hard work and success, wrapping up our great experience here at Wilson. Every novel usually includes a dedication page before the main text. We certainly didn't pull this off ourselves. Teachers, you are like book publishers. Through the years, you interact with a vast amount of students. You see many stories come and go. Seeing the potential of the author, you work hard with each and every one of them to help get his or her story published. The work you do is truly amazing, and because of educators like you, I've decided to pursue a career in education. We can also thank our friends, the cast of characters that surrounded us in our story, the ones who were always by our side. We may be moving on to bigger and better things, but our experiences with our peers will last with us throughout life. And most importantly, our parents. Parents can be considered the binding of the book, the people who kept the pages of our story intact. Parents, You are the biggest reason we are here today. Without you, none of us would be sitting here in these seats. Well, there you have it, a summary of Novel 2 in the book series of life. If you've gotten this far and haven't put it back on the shelf, you're on the right track. Before I end, I'd like to share a piece from my personal story. It's a lesson that opened me up to a new approach on life and made me the person I am today. I hope it will do the same for you. As you can see, I'm not the tallest man around. Unfortunately, I wasn't blessed with Dr. Ruth-like height. It's more like Dr. Fury's. Many of you probably remember when we took class photos on elementary school picture days, and if you don't, I definitely do. There was the class lining up tallest to shortest, and there was the last spot in line calling out my name. By third grade, I realized there was no need in measuring myself back to back with other students. I knew where I belonged. But I'll never forget my picture day of second grade. There was the class lined up, dressed in that little outfit Mom picked out for us. And there was Ian, dressed up, and of course, last in line. But as our class was filing out the door, my second grade teacher, Miss Snyder, turned to me and said, "Small but mighty, Ian. Small but mighty." Small but mighty. After processing what I just heard, I walked out of that room with a huge smile on my face. I couldn't stop thinking about that for the rest of the day. I realized I may be small in physical size, but all in all, I'm a pretty mighty and special kid. That phrase, small but mighty, has continued to inspire me through life's endeavors. We may be one small individual in this high school, one small individual in this college, or one small individual in this vast world. But if we work hard, use our strengths, and pursue our passions, we will end up being one mighty human being and having a huge impact on this world. There are some things we can't control, so I have this message for you. Stay authentic. Go out into the world and be the amazing person you can be. Keep writing your story. You are the author of your own book series. Find your passions and use your skills to make this world a better place. Most importantly, enjoy life. Don't take the short route by skimming the spark notes. Life is like a book. Some chapters sad, some happy, and some exciting. But if you never open the book or turn the page, you will never know what the next chapter holds. Keep writing and rewriting your story. Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce Ms. DeWillett.
Well done, Lindsay, Abby, and Ian. You're each extraordinary and true examples of how to make the most of your high school experience. I now have the privilege of introducing the class salutatorian. When announced, please stand so we can celebrate and share in your tremendous accomplishment. The Wilson High School class of 2015 salutatorian with a GPA of 4.25 is Matthew Ryan Folk. Son of Gary Folk and Elizabeth Planer, member of Wilson's TSA, baseball team, and Wilson STEM Student of the Year, Matthew's attending the University of Pittsburgh Honors College to study electrical engineering and physics. Congratulations, Matthew. And now it's my honor to introduce the class valedictorian. The Wilson High School class of 2015 valedictorian with a GPA of 4.29 is Robert Benjamin Rappley. Son of Matthew and Diana Rappley, member of Wilson's TSA, basketball and track teams, and a national merit finalist, is attending Duke University to study statistical science. Congratulations, Robert. Mr. Ehrlich and Mr. Negrini will now present the Wilson School Board Leadership Scholarship.
The Wilson School Board Leadership Scholarship for the female is Amari Gilmore. Amari Gilmore is the daughter of Tanya and Danny Gilmore, and as I said, she's a female recipient of the 2015 Wilson School Board Leadership Scholarship. Amari is a 4-year member of the volleyball team and served as captain in her senior year. Amari has been a member of various school programs, including Spirit Club and Track and Field. She is active youth group member with her church and worked as a playground leader through the Gilmore-Henney Community Foundation. She served as treasurer and secretary of Fairy Godmothers of Berks County, treasurer of Family, Career, and Community Leaders of America, Link crew leader, and is co-founder and co-president of Shade Club, which stands for Students Honoring Academic Determination and Ethnicities. Her influence and leadership laid the groundwork for next year's club members in the areas of participation in community services with multiple organizations, unity within the club, and academic and post-secondary preparation for underclassmen. She was a wonderful role model, and I have no doubt she will continue to be a positive influence on her peers in college. She will be attending Westchester University, where she will major in education. Congratulations, Amari. Mr. Negrini will now present the male recipient.
Congratulations, class of 2015. As a fellow Wilson graduate, I am proud to share this special day with each of you. I know after today, each of you will follow different paths in life. Regardless of that path, I suggest that as you travel along that path, you do so with integrity and you treat others that you come upon on that path with respect. It will serve you well. Author and educator Peter Drucker spoke and written of leadership. He said, leadership is not a magnetic personality. That can just as well be a glib tongue. It is not making friends and influencing people. That is flattery. Leadership is lifting a person's vision to higher heights, the raising of a person's performance to a higher standard, and the building of a personality beyond its normal limitations. The male recipient of this year's Leadership Board Scholarship is Ian Roth. Ian is the son of James and Amanda Roth. He has been a member of the student government in all 4 years of high school, including serving as the chairperson of this year's mini-thon that raised over $60,000 for the Penn State Four Diamonds Fund. He has been a member of the Future Business Leaders of America for 3 years and was elected as the club's president this year. He mentored 6th grade students at a Camp Swatora counselor in both 11th and 12th grade and was a Wilson Sports Superfan manager this year and was elected as Wilson's Homecoming King this past fall. In addition, Ian has excelled in the performing arts as a vocalist, musician, and thespian, garnering many leading roles with the Wilson Theater Company. Notably, Ian is a member of the Select County, District 10, and Region 5 chorus organizations. Ian is also a 2-year member of the National Honor Society. Outside of school, Ian is actively involved in his church as a member of the St. John's Lutheran Praise Band, theater ministry, and handbell choir. He has also helped with Hurricane Katrina relief on an ELCA missions trip to New Orleans in 9th grade and has worked at Grand Slam USA for the past 2 years. Ian will be taking his talents to Eastern University next year, where he will major in middle school education with a concentration in history and play on the Eagles baseball team. Congratulations, Ian. Now, Dr. Cindy Merzeski will present the Wilson Scholarship Foundation Award.
Good afternoon, and congratulations, class 2015, all the family and friends. I hope, class, you can feel all the pride that's surrounding everybody coming to you right now. It is my pleasure to announce the Wilson Scholarship Fund Award. It is a $10,000 scholarship presented to the recipient's school of choice. The recipient for the 2015 Wilson Scholarship Fund is Kaylee DeLuca. Kaylee is the daughter of Kimberly DeLuca, who I think might be here today, might have heard her. Kaylee is a member of the National Honor Society, the Prom Committee, and Spirit Club. In addition, she has participated in student government, volleyball, indoor track, and outdoor track and field. She has volunteered her time in school and the community through her participation in Interact Club, NHS, and as a Link crew member, and through the Big Brothers Big Sisters of Berks County. She is a hard worker with high energy and internal drive for constant improvement. Through her determination, she has raised her grade point average over 20 percentage points since 9th grade. That success is a testament to her dedication and purposeful nature, and she serves as an exceptional role model to the underclassmen. Kaylee will attend Alvernia University, where she will pursue a degree in physical therapy. We wish her continued success. Congratulations, Kaylee. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Rudy Ruth, Superintendent, who will present the Kisner and Schwartz Awards.
Thank you, Dr. Merzeski. When I was thinking about the remarks I wanted to make at this year's graduation, I thought a little bit about some of the readings that I've done. Anytime I go on a trip, what I do is I get a pile of books that I think I'll enjoy, that'll make me a better person, and I'll come back and be able to use as part of what I do here at Wilson. This past year on a trip, I picked up a book called The One Thing by Gary Keller and Jay Papasan. The authors began the book, and as I researched the book, I always take that trip over to Borders to see what might look good. They opened up with a Russian proverb that said, "If you chase 2 rabbits, you will not catch either one." It then went on to talk a little bit about the premise of the book. They spoke to achieving extraordinary results, you must choose what matters most and give it all the time that it requires. Getting extremely out of balance in relation to all of your other work issues with only infrequent opportunities to balance those. That sounded kind of odd because there's so many books out there that talk about maintaining balance that it really caught my attention, triggered the purchase, and also triggered the read. The authors went on to talk about high achievers operating with a single mind drive for one thing in which you've decided, and success demanding a singleness of purpose. Throughout the read, the authors stress the importance of operating differently. They communicate that achievers have an eye for the essential, pausing just long enough to decide what matters most and then allow what matters most to drive each of their days. High achievers do sooner what others do later, and achievers stay at what matters most longer than those that do not. In keeping with this, how often have we heard people say, I've said it about myself, I'm really good at multitasking. Well, the authors have a much better look at multitasking. The authors feel that multitasking is merely an opportunity to mess up more than one thing at a time. For those people that know me well, I'm very much a regular at Starbucks. I love my coffee. And as I thought about that warning about multitasking, and I thought about my love of Starbucks and coffee, I came across a sign that I purchased and placed in my office. It's right above my computer, because there are times when we're all so busy and we have so much to do that you just are trying to get through so many things at a time that you got to be careful that you don't go so fast that you end up not doing as well as you could do. In fact, researchers estimate that we lose 28%, so over a quarter of each day, due to multitasking, because you're not near as effective as you could be if you would just stay on task and on point on the most important things. The title, The One Thing, is somewhat of a misnomer, in that high-achieving individuals will have more than one thing. They'll have multiple one things in different areas of their life. For me, I've got a one thing as far as my spirituality. I've got one thing in regard to my family, one thing in regard to my health, one thing in regard to the relationships I have, and one thing in regards to my role as superintendent of the Wilson School District. Sometimes your life will get out of balance. The authors continue to describe that life is so much like a game. You're juggling many balls in the air at one time, and that's why they talk about the importance of identifying your one things. They could be things such as I spoke to earlier, your spirituality, your work, your family, your health, your friends. What you need to keep in mind is, as you're keeping all those balls up in the air, you have to remember which ones you can drop and which ones you got to be careful that you never drop. In regards to work or the aspirations that you have, it's okay to sometimes drop those things because they're going to act as a rubber ball. They'll bounce back. You'll be able to get back in the groove. Some of the other balls that we're always balancing, such as your spirituality, your family, your health, your relationships, they're made of glass. If you drop one of these, they may become scuffed, nicked, or perhaps permanently shattered. Be sure that you understand and remember that, what bounces back and what does not, as you think about your one things. When you gamble with your time and you think you always have so much time, you need to be careful that the bet you're placing that you can cover. Even if you're sure you can win, be careful that you can live with what you may lose. So again, it's all about priorities. Keeping all of this in mind, the more you can stay on track with your one things at the appropriate times of your life, the more successful you will be. Everyone will have different one things. The one thing that's a passion in your life, the one thing that you really want to pursue, the one thing that you have a talent for. As you head off to the next stage of your life, think about your passion. What do you want to do? Who do you want to be? If you already know what that is, great. If not, take a little time. Really think about it. What do you have a passion for? What do you think you're good at? What do you think you would like to be? And don't fear thinking big. That's a good thing. Don't settle for being mediocre. When we fear thinking big, we are either consciously or subconsciously working against the potential in each of us, which leads to lesser outcomes and opportunities. You've got to be careful that you don't run away from those big opportunities. They say if courage is not the absence of fear, but moving forward despite fear, then thinking big isn't the absence of doubt, but moving past that doubt. Thinking and striving to live big will let you experience your true life potential. It's important to note, and the authors point this out throughout the read, that quite often they refer to the Pareto principle that talks about 20% of your effort will make up 80% of what you achieve. The minority of inputs and efforts usually result in the majority of your results. In other words, in the world of success, things just aren't equal. Small amounts of effort in the most important areas create most of the results. This has been proven mathematically. It's very important to remember that not everything matters equally. Some things matter much more than others, much, much more. If you can make a habit of whittling down what you need to get done to the most important 20%, it can make an incredible difference in your life. It's often not that we have too little time to do all the things we need to do, it's that we feel the need to do too many things in the time that we have. So how do you get after the most important? You have to make sure that the most important can't be at mercy of anything that's less important. One of the best things you can do is cultivate habits that lock in what is most important to you. This does not require you to live in a no-fun zone. It just means that when you're at work, work hard. When you're at play, play hard and have fun. It's only when you get your priorities mixed up that things fall apart. Research states that it takes an average of 66 days to develop a new habit. 66 days to represent a sweet spot with regard to behavior change. Give yourself all the time you need to apply and develop habits that you know will make a difference. People do not decide their futures, they decide their habits, and their habits decide their futures. The author recommends that you be appropriate in the different times of your life. Put your willpower to work for you. Think about it, pay attention. Make doing what matters the most your priority. I want to leave you with 3 things. Again, I have them up in my office because they help to center me, hopefully keep me focused on my one things, and remind me each day when I start my day to think about the one things. The first is to prioritize. I try to plan for the most important. I set aside time and guard that time as best I can. Some days I'm extremely successful staying on point. Other days, not so much. There's been times where I'll be in the midst of doing something and I'll say, Rudy, why are you working on this? Okay, because it's not the most important. So you try to recenter. The second is progress. There are some days where we all make great strides and great progress. Other days, not so much. Don't be too hard on yourself. Just continually try to make progress. And lastly, enjoy. And when I say enjoy, try to enjoy everything that you do. Not just the things that you really have a passion for and you just find recreational and you just have fun doing it, but even the things that we kind of have to do, find ways to enjoy those as well. I wish you all the success as you develop your one things that will make all the difference in your lives. Thank you. Next up, I have 2 scholarships that I have the pleasure to announce. One is the Kistner Scholarship. The Kistner Scholarship is named in memory of Franklin H. Kistner. It's also sponsored by a community member, and I say this at each graduation. I would like to trumpet this family more, but the gentleman that leads this scholarship always asks me not to do so. He wants to stay behind the scenes, but we're very fortunate. This is just an outstanding scholarship for the students here at Wilson. The criteria is based on a selection that starts in the fall with the entire senior class and then is whittled down throughout the year. It involves having a high grade point average and being active in at least 2 extracurriculars and being an individual that is very giving of their time and talent. It's also considered that we look into how a person is self-confident, gentle, kind, considerate, versatile, respected by peers and faculty, and unpretentious. And the final tier is appreciative of their experience at Wilson, the country that they live in, and this individual behaves intelligently. This scholarship is an award that's a 4-year award to a full-time undergraduate who chooses to study and complete a degree within that time. The recipient receives $5,000 every year for a total of $20,000. I am happy to announce that this year's recipient of the Kistner Scholarship is Abby O'Shea. Abby, if you could just stand there as we speak about you. Abby is the daughter of Daniel and Kelly O'Shea and is this year's recipient. This award honors her as a graduating senior who has demonstrated a strong commitment to the Wilson spirit of giving to others. Kistner Scholars are well-rounded students who participate in extracurriculars and excel in leadership positions and take an active role in our community. Abby has demonstrated her leadership skills in many ways, including serving as a student government president, student government community service chair, as a student ambassador and link leader, and as an honorary member of the Wilson School Board this past year. She has been active in athletics for 4 years as a member of our lacrosse team, being named captain this past year. Abby is a founding member of Books Benefiting Berks and Beyond, which has collected gently used books for underprivileged children for the past 5 years. In addition, Abby has volunteered at the Kennedy House Soup Kitchen for the I Am Able triathlon at the Reading Hospital and through her Wilson High School service trip to Jamaica. In her senior year, Abby was recognized as a National Merit Scholarship semifinalist, and Abby will be attending Georgetown University, where she intends to begin her studies with an undecided major. Abby, congratulations. The next scholarship is the Marguerite E. Schwartz Scholarship. Marguerite Schwartz was a 1937 graduate of Wilson High School who passed away in 2001 and bequeathed a substantial amount of money to be used for scholarships for Wilson graduating seniors. The Margaret E. Schwartz Scholarships was first offered in 2002 and is annually awarded. The criteria to be considered for scholarship is financial need, academic standing, and character. There are 2 portions to this scholarship. One is a 1-year scholarship and the other is a 4-year scholarship. I would first like to announce the 1-year, one-time award, and that is for Joshua Keller. Joshua is the son of Mr. Michael Keller Jr. and Miss Heather Kars. Josh is a member of Link Crew, the Spanish Club, Key Club, Gay Straight Alliance, Future Business Leaders of America, the National Honor Society, World Language Scholars Association, and the Feminist Society. Josh volunteers his time at local soup kitchens and the Lehigh County Humane Society, as well as Opportunity House, Hope Cuts, the Greater Berks Food Banks, and Glad Tidings Assembly of God Church. Through these clubs and his numerous volunteer hours, Josh has volunteered his time to make Wilson High School and our community a better place. Josh will be attending the University of Florida to study biology in the hopes of becoming a physician. Congratulations. The one-time award is a $2,400 award. Next is a 4-year award, which is $2,500 each year, totaling $10,000 over the duration. This year's 4-time award winner is Emily McGuigan. Emily is the daughter of Stephanie, Moshe, and Donald McGuigan. Emily is a leader in and out of the classroom. In JROTC, she has risen to the highest position as battalion commander and is responsible for over 120 cadets. She has initiated and implemented a number of continuous improvement projects within the Wilson School District and has participated in over 3,000 community service hours. Emily has been a mentor to many young people throughout her time here at Wilson. During the school year, she had an internship at the Wilson School District Grandview Art Gallery. This year, Emily took dual enrollment classes at Penn State University. She is a confident, curious, poised, and resilient young woman who lives according to her ethics. Emily is a self-starter who is able to work through problems to always succeed. To add to all of this, she is also a very talented artist. Next year, Emily made the great decision to be attending Westchester University in the fall to become a major in psychology and a minor in art, in the hope of becoming an art therapist. Emily, congratulations. Next up, I would like to invite our high school principal, Dr. Fiore, for some remarks.
Ian, I feel your pain as I follow Dr. Ruth every year and have to lower the microphone about 6 feet. Good afternoon. I'm honored and privileged to serve as Wilson High School principal and to speak to the class of 2015 during your commencement ceremony. Moments from now, we will award 460 students with their high school diploma. This achievement could not have been attained without the support of many people. I would like to thank family, friends, and the Wilson High School staff for their dedication and support for our seniors. I would also like to take a moment to remember those that could not be with us today. At Wilson High School, we remember our dear special education supervisor, Mrs. Ann Douglas, who suddenly passed away this winter. Mrs. Douglas truly loved graduation and the joy it brought to the students and their families. She will be forever missed, but never forgotten. Students, please join me in thanking family, friends, and guests for their support. Today is a day of celebration and hope. The class of 2015, you made it. 13 years ago, you began this journey towards graduation in kindergarten. Whether you were that student that ran to the school bus enthusiastically or the student that held onto your parent's leg, you made it. How many of you are one of those leg grabbers? Yeah, shy today, huh? We celebrate the class of 2015 for your numerous accomplishments in and out of the classroom. The class of 2015 propelled Wilson High School to be one of the top high schools in America, as recognized by U.S. News & World Report, due to your academic prowess. Our Technology Student Association team, Academic Challenge team, Model UN and World Quest teams, to just name a few, excelled at the county, state, and national levels. Our drama, band, and orchestra and chorus groups have entertained, inspired, and reminded us all how the arts enrich our lives. The class of 2015 has also won numerous athletic, county, and district titles over the course of the last 4 years. They even won a state championship. These accomplishments are wonderful, but they will not define you. You will also not be defined by how much money you make, what kind of car you drive, or the jewelry that you wear. What will define each and every one of you will be how you treat others moving forward. Will you lead a life of service? Will you seek to understand first before casting judgment? Will you be a good parent? The hope that all of us have in attendance today is that the answer to all these questions is yes. The class of 2015 has and will be defined by their service to others. I know this because you have done this for the last 4 years. You have raised over $85,000 to fight pediatric cancer over the last 2 years. You have participated in community service activities such as working at the soup kitchen, cleaning up our neighborhoods in Operation Pick It Up, providing assistance for families at Mary's Shelter, participating in Interact Club, completing a service project in Jamaica, organizing and holding a military veterans ball, and the list goes on and on. Additionally, 22 of our seniors will continue their service and serve our country in the United States Armed Forces. This past week, the class of 2015 showed their service to others in a very public way. It was amongst us during graduation practice. The moment was inspiring. It brought tears to the eyes of those in attendance. On Thursday, we held a special graduation ceremony for a senior student that is confined to a wheelchair and without the ability to communicate. I gave the students a general overview of the ceremony and the order of events. As we proceeded to award the student their diploma with their family in tow, our seniors rose out of their seats and gave the most joyous recognition that even our superfans would be jealous of. Our seniors understood the gravity of the moment and how they could give something to someone else, even on the surface seen as so small. To another student and their family, it was monumental. After the ceremony, I spoke with the family and our staff about how our seniors are truly special. You are beyond special. You're unique. You care for others more than anything I've ever seen during my career as a principal. My advice to you, the class of 2015, is to continue to serve. It is the greatest joy that you can give to others as well as to receive. I also ask you to take author Daniel Pink's advice in talking with others. Treat everyone the same way you would treat your grandmother. Think about that. Kindness, selflessness, and an optimistic view of others will take you far in life. There'll be moments in life where you run to that are that metaphoric school bus, like you did in kindergarten, in which you cannot wait to participate. Embrace those moments and treat others well along the way. There will also be moments where you want to hold on to your parent's leg for dear life. But remember, you are able to move forward, let go of that leg, and march forward. As one of your classmates eloquently stated at our college and career day, don't worry if you don't know what to do with your life yet. You will be okay. Steve Jobs says, if you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. Follow that heart. Remember to thank everyone along that journey. Be kind. Treat everyone as if they were your grandmother. And don't forget, you will always be a bulldog. Congratulations. Seniors, are you ready? At this time, we will begin the awarding of the diplomas. I ask all friends, family, and guests to please remember that this is a very special moment for all in attendance. We appreciate your exuberance and enthusiasm as your loved one graduates. The names of the graduates are read in successive order rather quickly. Excessive cheering will rob others of this cherished moment to hear their child's name read today. We have all waited 13 years for this moment. Some we tried to get off our leg. I thank you for your cooperation in this very special moment for our seniors. Mrs. DeWillett, our 9th grade principal, will begin the awarding of the diplomas.
Lindsay Taylor Covell. Alicia Elizabeth Muir. Suchitha Nama. Akhilesh Sharma. Renee Catherine Short.
Zoe Marie Achenbach. Esmeralda Elaine Adams. Rachel Morgan Adams. Catherine Herminia Addison. Heaven Elise Alvarado. Paige Armistead. Taylor Alyssa Aceto. Natalie Renee Allman. Emily Sylvia Baxick. Yulia Diana Bancos. Laura Ann Vavor. Delia Leticia Barrios. Christopher Joseph Castro. Michael Anthony Sescon. Austin Richard Chilius. Nathan Thomas Clater. Joshua Kyle Clinton. Ryan Mark Connolly. Stephen Patrick Connolly. Jacob Michael Connors. Ryan Robert Cords. John Anthony Cosgrove. Andrew Michael Crawford. Nathan Paul Crespo. Gregory Thomas Allers. Brett James Baldacci. Justin Aisa Batista. Alexander Lawrence Beckett. Nathan Daniel Bentz. Alexander Batanzas. Miguel Angel Bolivar. Radley Brisma. Sylvia Mihai Burrs. Zachary John Button. Anthony Italio Calvaresi III. Alexander Nicholas Carino. Kristen Nicole Barron. Christina Marie Beam. Catherine Elizabeth Benetham. Haley Lynn Berkeyheiser. Samantha Lynn Barnhart. Carissa Sue Blimline. Shay Miranda Bogomil. Kimberly Lynn Bortz. Samantha Jo Boyer. Emily Christine Braun. Sarah Elizabeth Brightbill. Molly Jean Brown. Leah Lynn Burke. Courtney Lee Byrne. Tessa Marie Calthagerone. Hannah Louise Campbell. Cassandra Adelie Carabello. Patrice Ann Charles. Olivia Ann Chabatoni Gouch. Elizabeth Ann Clay. Nina Lee Connor. Brianna Noel Connors. Catherine Elizabeth Cordero. Sierra Nicole Cox. Fu Tiendo. Aaron Michael Ernesto. Augustin Fambule. Michael Andrew Fegley. Nathaniel George Fender. Jaylyn Armani Figueroa. Jordan Lee Fisher. Jonathan Keith Fletcher. Malik Parrish Flowers. Matthew Ryan Folk. Joshua Franco. Richard Benjamin Fulop. Michael Anthony Crouch. Nicholas Andrew Crump. Brandon Jason Cruz. Kyle Daniel Cummings. Vincent James DeGrossa. Nathan Taylor D'Arienzo. Colin Mark Deckman. David Anthony DeLeon. Aiden Keith Delgado. Edwin Joel Delgado. Colin Robert Deischer. Anthony DiBiase. Kayla Cassell Kraft. Jacqueline Ann Cruz. Samantha Destiny Cruz. Madison May Curran. Ariel Linda Moore. Samar Darius. Jade Starr Davis. Leanne Mercedes Davis. Cynthia Marie de Jesus Chevere. Jessica Carmen Del Rosario. Kaylee Ann DeLuca. Anne Helene Donato.
Addison Margaret Darren. Laura Ann Dietrich. Allison Marie Dillplane. Margaret Elizabeth Dezemba. Alize Maria Edwards. Leah Elizabeth Eschbach. Courtney Ann Irick. Abigail Patricia Faust. Noelle Katerina Fideli. Emily Louise Ferguson. Katie Alexis Fetter. Brianna Marie Feiger. Christopher Gary Gray. Joseph Logan Grimm. Evan Michael Gromlich. Matthew Connor Gunter. Hugo Anthony Guevara. Colin Benjamin Geigley. Alexander Luke Hahn. Alex Michael Haynes. Connor Jeffrey Hargreaves. Jacob William Healy. Jesse William Heebner. Preston John Hoops. Ryan James Gallagher. Nicholas Edward Galise. Rosario No Gallo Rivera. Nicholas Brian Gehring. Abdul Qudus Ghani. Azizul Haq Ghani. Jeffrey Adam Gambaki. Scott James Geltz. Jose San Gonzalez. Scott Mitchell Goodwin. Gabriel Andrew Grajewski. Megan Jane Finley. Madeline Avery Fisher. Tiffany Nicole Foland. Sarah Donna Foltz. Allegra Antonia Fonseca. Ellie Jean Franz. Kiara Marie Frederick. Laura Ann Fulmer. Britton Lucia Gagliardi. Sarah Carmela Gaglione. Madison Ann Gallinger. Isabella Marie Garcia. Abigail Renee Gall. Meredith Ann Gavin. Dominique Mary Darlene Gingiacomo. Victoria Jade Gibson. Natasha Ann Gilbert. Amari Danelle Gilmore. Ashley Caitlin Gooden. Ashley Nicole Greaves. Hannah Therese Gresh. Rafaela Gultieri. Jahanvi Gupta. Emily Guzman. Nicholas Vincent Klein. Ryan Scott Cook. Joshua Michael Camaras. Bryce Owen Kramlich. Zachary Allen Kreiser. Jesse Elias Crick. Madison James Kriebel. Andrew Albert Cruz. Jesus Antonio Lagunas. Tai Kong Lee. Nicholas Anthony Lures. Wee Wee Lin. Santiago Herrera Alarcon. Jacob Phillips Himes. Jacob Bronson Himmelberger. George Connor Howell. Amadou Jalot. Ryan J. Johnson. Ian Christopher Jones. Joshua Bryce Keller. E. Joseph Kelly. Thomas Robert Kidd. Dylan Michael Kimmel. Cody David Kleinsmith. Alexis Catherine Haynes. Emily Taylor Hartman. Sarah Pauline Hausman. Ruth Halemo. Alexis Lynn Henry. Elizabeth Ain Hensley. Claudia Yasmin Herzog. Samantha Lynn Hess. Kaylin Ann Heister. Reese Nicole Himmelrich. Mackenzie Taylor Hintonack. Kirsten Alana Hawk.
Haley Elizabeth Holler. Casey Ann Hudsick. Sean Alexis Jackson. Amanda Lee Jimenez. Julie Elizabeth Jones. Emily Catherine Kahn. Ashley Hatsu Khan. Samantha Lee Keller. Sonia Elizabeth Kiefer. Madison Joe Clee. Mackenzie Lee Clee. Dawn Louise Kleinsman. Kyle Joseph Mawini. James Mario McDonald. Aaron Seth McIntosh. Anthony Peppercelli McKnight. Bailey Michael McMillan. Joshua Philip Meinhold. Dalvin Rafael Mercado. Dustin Stitzel Miller. Sawyer Nathaniel Mogul. Donald Irvin Moyer. Stephen Paul Meir. Kasper Mikolai Nakwazinski. Andrew Malcolm Linton. Joseph Allen Lopez. Ryan Matthew Lounces. Austin David Lubis. Brendan Eugene Mackeywood. Connor James McGuire Macrae. Nicholas Alexander Mayon.
David Christopher Morella. Ernest Yarnell Martin. Leland James Martin. Marquez Martinez Marshall. Riley John Marska. Caitlin Marie Klinger. Kelsey Ann Klinger. Colleen Marie Kohler. Nicole Anna Kohler. Kelsey Lynn Cole. Carrie Ann Elizabeth Coper. Marissa Lindsay Kramer. Andriana Michelle Kremser. Hannah Jane Larkin. Jenna Ju Lemelin. Samantha Renee Lurch. Ashley Marie Lewis. Brenna Nicole Longnecker. Stephanie M. Lutz. Jocelyn Ann Lynham. Madison Lee Mahoney. Kyla Faith Mayo. Michelle Nduta Mbiu. Emily Nicole McGuigan. Cassidy Claire McHale. Sierra Alexis Mercado. Brianna Elizabeth Metzger. Michaela Lee Millard Misa. Shailise Shaylin Miranda. Anthony Joseph Peters. Michael Vincent Peters. Joseph Timothy Pfeiffer. Andrew Michael Pietrobono. Christian Michael Pilot. Brennan Andrew Plummer. Ryan Robert Post. Carter Michael Prees. Probin Jr. Kieta. Mauricio Ramirez. David Joshua Ramos. Javier Jordan Ramos. Isaiah Javeri Nieves. Sean Austin Noah. Brennan Stephen Noecker. James Henry Noecker III. Sanders Sama Nygaard. Eric Giovanni Oliviers. Chris Yvonne Olivier. Brandon Michael Orzak. Benjamin James Osley. Christopher Michael Osorio. Ryan Henry Pauley. Sean Michael Pauley. Marissa Alana Misson. Jordan Alexis Moore. Maria Lynn Morales Carbo. Catrielle Marie Motley. Crystal Elaine Moyer. Rachel Marie Moyer. Sarah Nicole Machoni. Delaney Megan Muller. Kelly Elizabeth Murphy. Amanda J. Myers. Rachna Prakash Nayak. Dominique Damala Nicholas.
Sarah Kober O'Boyle. Shannon Margaret O'Brien. Jacqueline Jean Omler. Abigail Kaylin O'Shea. Paige Marie Pachulo. Alexandra Emma Papatsis. Michaela Autumn Parsons. Nisha G. Patel. Jasminda Estel Pedraza. Tristan Lee Powell. Kelly Ann Pruitt. Carrie Dawn Quigley. Victor Hanuel Rodriguez. Nicholas Romero Tovar. Austin Chandler Rosa. Luis Francisco Rosado. Joarenson Rosario Santana. Ian Alexander Roth. Thomas James Roth. Nicholas Andrew Rothrock. Ryan Christopher Rouleau. Dylan Samuel Rutt. Israel Jose Sanchez. Tyler Austin Schmier. Robert Benjamin Rapley. James Patrick Rosano. Connor John Reed. Nathaniel Lewis Reed. Blake Elliott Reifsnyder. Jevin Armani Rees. Jacob Anthony Rice. Connor Bryce Ritter. Julian Rivera. Derek Nazir Rowan Turner. Ryan Nairi Hakir Robertson. Elvin Rodriguez. Kayla Mikori Ramirez. Kellen Nicole Redkay. Chloe Elise Reeves. Dorothy Katrina Vigo. Morgan Elizabeth Remp. Justine Ellen May Reppert. Mary Margaret Rhodes. Johanna Marie Rice. Amanda Alexandria Rivera. Ariella Elizabeth Rivera. Julia Noel Rocket. Mara Noel Rocktasher. Mariah Juliet Rodriguez. Yamilex Amid Rodriguez Ortiz. Samantha Rodriguez Triconis. Molly Elizabeth Rosetter. Jocelyn Ruiz. Lauren Christine Runkel. Margaret Ann Ruth. Lavette Angelise Salome Vasquez. China Sanchez. Victoria Lynn Santos. Melissa Marie Schmitter. Julie Mary Schneiderhan. Thomas Quinn Snyder. Tanner Randall Spittler. Griffin Craig Stanbog. Mark Antonio Sterling. Terrence Paul Sullivan. Edward Angelo Strozeski. Zachary Benjamin Swope. David Doe Tang. Jacob Winger Templin. Brendan Matthew Barry. Zachary Vincent Thren. Edward Torres Santos.
Andrew David Schneider. Jacob Daniel Schultz. Terry Lee Sokolsky. Tyler Raymond Sensenig. Aaron Nicholas Schaefer. Thomas Albert Shepley. Zachary Christian Schober-Fernbach. Ryan Matthew Showalter. Majid Salah. Michael Lewis Zimmerman. Chase James Smith. Ridge Allen Smith. Catherine Elizabeth Shaner. Meredith Lee Schrufer. Catherine Eileen Schuckman. Becca Kayleen Schweitzer. Bryn Elise Seaborn. Aliana Marie Severino. Anika Sijad Shah. Ashley Nicole Shoemaker. Cheyenne Nao Singleton. Kayla Elizabeth Slate. Amanda Lynn Smith. Jelani S. Smith. Carly Ray Sodasani. Sienna Elise Sprecher. Carly Elizabeth Stiller. Adriana Joy Swinehart. Jacqueline Michelle Taylor. Alana Marie Templeton. Isabella Marissa Texter. Leonella Tibericio. Audrey Jolene Timothy. Elaine Tow. Aisha Diamond Tony. Desiree Diane Torres. Jeremy Robert Weitzel. Charles Edward Whistler III. Timothy James Whitmoyer. Kyle Patrick Wicker. Tristan Ray Williams. Daniel Gregory Willingmeyer. Aaron Tanner Whitmoyer. Christopher Jared Wonderly. Nathan Lee Yancey. Jack Rhodes Zabinski. Christopher Ladd Zerby. Austin Mackenzie Ureg. Sol Peter Ukpong. Sebastian Brandon Maleen. Martin Dante Valle. Jacob Andrew Walbert. Eric Wang. John Nicholas Walker. Joseph Emerson Walker. Antoine Dimitri Warren. Jordan Patrick Weatherholtz. Brandon Michael Weaver. Brian Thomas Weaver. Felicia Nicole Trevol. Megan Nicole Trogdon. Quinn Gia Trong. Julia Rose Trigar. Leah Nicole Vasquez. Amy Lynn Wagner. Brianna Louise Walker. Brittany Lynn Weaverling. Brenna Morgan Weitzel. Stephanie Judith Waronko. Mercedes Vanity Wright. Kayla Michelle Yelp. Riley Savannah Zuwala. Sydney Grace Schultz. Lucy Ann Wolf.
I would like for the seniors of the choir to come forward and lead us in the singing of the Wilson High School alma mater. Gentlemen, please remove your caps and stand. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Ruth, I proudly present to you the Wilson High School class of 2015.
By the powers vested in me by the Pennsylvania Department of Education and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I declare you graduates of Wilson High School.
We'd like to thank all the staff members, teachers, administrators, janitors, all the people who make Wilson High School a great place to be.
Also all of the coaches and activity directors after school that sacrifice all their long hours with us students here.
And most importantly, our families, my mom, my dad, my little brother, all my grandparents.
I'd also like to thank my parents, Brian and Amy, my siblings, Jack and Caitlin, and both sets of my grandparents for supporting me throughout high school.
I'd just like to thank everybody who saw potential in me and all the teachers who were there for me when things weren't necessarily the best. You guys are the tops.
I want to thank all my teachers and my family for supporting me through the past 4 years. Thank you so much.
I'd like to thank my parents for all the love and support over the years of school. Thank you.
I would like to thank my mom, my dad, my brother, my grandparents, especially my baby, for all the strength, love, and support that got me through today. Because without you guys, I wouldn't have been able to graduate.
I want to thank my mom, my dad, my entire family, all my friends, Kelly, Mr. Parks, Mr. Everett, and anyone in the school that happened to positively influence me from my life in Wilson from kindergarten to 12th grade.
I want to thank all my family, my mom, my dad, my sister, everyone else, all my friends, and everybody that I work with. You all motivated me throughout the year, so thank you for that.
Hi, I wanted to do a shout out to my mom, my family, and Miss Lawrence for motivating me to get through high school.
I want to thank my mom and my friends for helping me through this, and my teachers.
I want to thank my grandmother and my cousin's wife and my cousin for helping me do this all
also my friend.
Hi, I'm Anika Shaw. I just want to thank my parents for everything that they did, and I also want to thank my cat because he's the best.
I want to say thank you to Anika because my year was amazing with her. And I want to say thank you to my family. Con yêu ba mẹ.
I want to thank my mom and Sarah for always going above and beyond for me. I want to thank my family, especially my mom and dad, for supporting me. And we also want to thank Mr. Greaves. We know it wasn't easy putting up with us. We love you.
Thank you to our dads for supporting all three of us girls.
Thanks to our moms for offering us advice, even when they had no idea what we were doing.
And thank you to our siblings for always entertaining us. We'll miss you.
We love you.
Thanks, Mom and Dad, for everything you do. I appreciate it all.
I want to thank Tammy Quigley and her entire family that took me in when I needed them most. I want to thank my dad for showing me that I didn't need him throughout this whole thing, and I want to thank my mom, my sister, and all my friends.
I would like to thank my teachers for pushing me and believing in me even when I didn't believe in myself. And most importantly, my family, because they were always there for me and they were the biggest support system I had, and they always were there and loved and cared for me. So thank you, I love you. Hi, I'm Carrie, and I'd like to thank my mom and dad for everything they've done for me throughout high school and elementary school. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Hi, my name is Jake, and I'd like to thank my Aunt Laura. She's been there for me more than anyone else in my life. She took me in when most other aunts wouldn't. I don't say it enough. I love you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Becca. I just wanted to thank my art teacher, Mr. Graber, for putting up with me so much this year, for our first sergeant, for being so kind and patient with me, and for my parents for keeping me alive this long, and for Mr. Fury for just supporting me and being there for me.
I want to thank my mom and dad just for being like the people that they are, and my grandparents for being awesome and super chill. I think that's it. Oh, and my favorite teacher, Mrs. James, for being like amazing and super like nice to everyone.
I want to thank my dad for everything he's done for me because he's been there for me through everything. So he's definitely how I got here today.
I'd like to thank my family for always being there for me throughout my school life, and I'd like to thank Miss Burtis for helping me a lot this year.
I'd like to thank my mom, my family, my friends that have helped me get to where I am today. Thank you.
I'd like to thank my mom for being so supportive of my career choices, and I would also like to thank all my teachers who are also very supportive, especially Mrs. McTish and Mrs. Moyer.
I'd like to thank my parents because even though their lessons that they give me annoy me, they actually help me out. And I want to thank Emily, which not only is she my sister, but also my best friend.
I'd like to thank my parents and my brother because they've always supported me with everything, and yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I'd like to thank my parents and my family and my friends and my girlfriend Sierra for keeping me motivated through school and allowing me to do my best. Love you guys.
I would like to thank my friends and my family primarily. Thanks.
I'd like to thank my teachers for everything they've done and my family. I would like to especially thank my mother for everything and helping me through high school.
I'd also like to thank my parents and my teachers, especially Mr. Keener. Great sense of humor and helped me through high school. Thank you. I would like to thank all my teachers for what they did, especially Mrs. Cambardella, Mrs. Genova, and I would like to thank my dad and my siblings for being there for me. Yeah.
I just want to say thanks to my mom and dad for all the help, especially my mom with all the nagging for homework and studying. It really paid off.
We just want to say thanks to our parents for giving us all the love and support throughout high school.
We love you.
We just want to thank both of our parents for all their love and support throughout high school.
I wanted to give a special thanks to my boyfriend, Trevor.
And I also wanted to give a special thanks to both my sisters. We love you.
I would just like to thank my mom, dad, and my brother for making me the man I am today.
Hey, we just want to say thanks to Mr. Cooper for always being there for us and for being a fantastic teacher.
Just want to say thank you, Mom. Thank you for all my family from Jersey coming. I love y'all. Thank you for supporting me. All right. I hope to see you soon.
Just wanted to say thanks, Mom. I know it hasn't always been easy, but you always stuck by my side.
Just want to say thank you for always being there. You've always been my #1 encourager and supporter. So without you, I couldn't have done it.
I wanted to say thanks to my mom and dad for always being there for me through everything and always being my biggest supporters.
Because of you guys, we did it. Love you.
I just want to say thanks, Mom and Dad, for supporting me throughout the years, and thank you to Mrs. Wenzel, Mr. Doms, and Mr. Ulmer for teaching me to fall in love with science.
Thanks, Mom and Dad, for always encouraging me throughout the years, and thank you to Mrs. Taylor and Mrs. Kimberdella for teaching me to write better and for teaching me life lessons outside the classroom.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, and teachers for supporting us the past 4 years. We love you.
Hi, I'm Amari, and I just wanted to say thank you to my family for being such a great support system, and a special thank you to Mr. Greaves and Miss Andreu for being the best counselors out there.
Hey, Mrs. Camberdella. Thank you for being our teacher this year.
Thank you for teaching us this year as well.
We've learned a lot from you, such as values like compassion, empathy. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, and it was a great pleasure learning from you this year, and we're really going to miss you. Hope you visit Wilson. Hope we can see you again. We love you.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for everything you've done for me, and thank you, Mrs. Wagner, for always being supportive and giving me good advice.
A special thank you to all the teachers I've had over the years. You've shaped me to become the person I am today, and I hope you impact other students like you impacted me. And then a special thanks to my parents. Thank you for raising me, pushing me, loving me, and supporting me. Without you, I'm nothing.
We just want to say thank you to our parents for all of your support.
We love you.
I would like to thank both my mom and my dad for cheering me on in high school, and I wish my sister good luck with the rest of her journey.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
And hi, family.
We just want to thank you guys for always supporting us. And we love you.
I just want to say thanks to my mom and dad for making me do homework the past 12 years and getting me through high school.
I just want to thank my mom and dad and my brothers Brian and Kevin for supporting me these past 12 years.
Thank you, Mom, for supporting me for the whole year. I love you.
Hi, my name's Kelly.
And I'm Margaret.
And we just want to thank our parents for helping us through our whole Wilson School experience.
And we'd like to thank our teachers for helping us throughout the years.
Thank you.
My name is Tyler Schmier, and I just want to thank my parents and all the teachers who didn't give up on me, even when I wanted to give up on myself. Thank you for helping me get this far.
Hi, my name is Olivia Gauch, and I just wanted to thank all my parents especially, but my teachers as well for helping me make it to this day. I love you all. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Kristen. I just wanted to say thank you to all my friends and family and all the teachers who've helped me out throughout the many years. And a special shout out to my mom, my dad, and my brother Kevin, especially for all your help. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Alize Edwards, and I would like to thank my mom, my dad, and my whole family for everything you guys done for me. I love you guys, and I wouldn't be here without you.
I'm Joe Rice.
And I'm Jake Rice. And we'd like to thank our mom and dad for giving birth to us.
And for all their support. Love you.
I'd like to say thank you to my mom and my family for supporting me for these last 13 years.
I also want to say thank you to my friends and family for all the support and love through these 13 years. We finally made it.
I want to say thank you to my mom, my parents, my dad, and everyone else who supported me and made sure I got through this.
And I also want to say rest in peace, Kiara. We love you.
And we wish you could be here.
I just want to say thanks to my mom and dad that always been pushing me and motivating me, always telling me to go to sleep at 9, and it finally paid off. It was annoying at the time, but it finally paid off. I just want to thank them for everything they have done for me.
I'd like to thank my mom and dad and my whole entire family for supporting me throughout my high school career and being there for me. And I'd also like to thank all my teachers that have done the same thing. And yeah.
I want to thank my family for being my biggest supporters and all the great teachers at Wilson and the faculty. I don't know where I would be without them and supporting me through my high school career. So thank you.
Thank you to all of our parents for housing 6 more kids than you really had. We love you.
Hey, Mom, hey, Dad, I just want to thank you for being there for me all throughout high school with everything, and for the rest of my family for supporting me the whole time. Thank you.
I want to thank my mom and my dad for always being there for me, being my heroes, and teaching me from right and wrong. I love you, and I love all my family members, my sisters, my brothers, and especially my grandmother.
Mom and Dad, I want to do a special thanks to you. You guys kind of helped me grow up and that kind of thing, and even though you don't think it at times, you're the best parents a person can ever have, so I love you guys.
I want to thank my mom and dad, and I would like to thank all the teachers that supported me throughout the school and let them know that I'm really appreciative. Thank you so much.
I just want to say a special thanks to my mom, dad, stepmom, stepdad, Aunt Shell, Uncle Jay, baby sister Taryn and baby sister Haley, sister Amber, grandma and mama. Thank you guys for always believing in me.
I just want to thank my family and my friends for getting me to where I am today. I love you both.
all.
I just wanted to give a shout out to my family and friends for always accepting me and helping me grow as a person. And I wanted to give a big shout out to Miss McDonough for making my last 2 years here at Wilson High School ones I'll never forget. And I'm really glad I can keep you from quitting your job.
Hey Mom, my whole family. Just wanted to say thanks especially to my mom for putting up with me for 17 years of my life. I could have done it without you, so thank you for everything that you've done for me.
Thanks, Mom, for staying up late with me during middle school and elementary with Nav. You rock. I love you.
Thanks, Mom and Dad, for always believing in me and telling me to do my best. And thanks, Nicole, Luke, and Jake for always being there for me no matter what happens.
Thanks to my family for always supporting me, and thanks for my brother for a lot of homework help. Love you lots.
I just want to say thank you to everyone. I feel like this diploma that I'm getting today is not just me that's getting it, it's the whole family. Thank you for each and every one of you for helping me and helping me get this diploma. God bless you, and I love you.
Thanks to my friends and family for helping me through my 4 years of high school. Thank you to my parents, my grandparents for always supporting me in my sports. Shout out to my mom for letting me steal her clothes for 4 years. Hi Morgan, hi Tomas, and hi Donovan. I love you all.
I just wanted to say thank you, Mom and Dad, for always being there for me and supporting me. I wouldn't be here without you guys.
I'd like to thank my parents, my grandparents, and my sister for supporting me and helping me get through everything to where I am today. I'd like to thank my parents, my sister, my grandparents for helping me and supporting me through everything so that I could be where I am today. Thank you.
Where should I stand at? Right here? All right. All right. To my family, my friends, I love you. To my family and friends, I love you. Shout out to TRP and Boats. Thank you, base God.
I'd like to thank my parents especially for pushing me all these years, and also all of the teachers, Mrs. Taylor, Ms. Raudenbush, both had huge effects on my life as a high school student, so I'd like to thank them as well.
Thanks, Mom and Dad, and Nana and Pop-Up, and all my aunts and uncles for being there when I need help with everything.
I would like to thank my mommy for being there since day one, the only person who's been there since day one. I'd like to give a special thanks to Dad, who has been there when I needed a dad figure the most. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Mommy. I love you both.
I'd like to thank Aunt Maggie and my mom for being there for me and for just everything.
Hi, I want to thank my family, friends, and teachers for being there since day one and helping me throughout the years.
I want to thank everyone who's helped me throughout the years, my family, my friends, teachers, and the Wilson family.
I would like to thank Mr. and Mrs. Mawhinney, Mr. and Mrs. Bentz.
I'd like to thank them as well. I'd also like to thank Lauren and Emily and Mr. Daubert.
I'm Jalen Figueroa. I'd like to thank my parents, my brothers, my sisters, and I'd like to especially thank my uncle and my grandma. They can't attend my graduation because they passed away, but I know you guys are looking over me. Thank you guys a lot. I appreciate all y'all. Love y'all.
I'd like to thank my friends and family, Wilson Athletics and the Boosters for having my back through high school and junior high as well. Thank you.
Hey, I'm Edwin.
I'm Ernest Martin.
And I'm Derek Rowan Turner.
I'm the King Amado.
I just want to give a special thanks to my sister for allowing me to come here and graduate on time, and my mom and my family this year. I love you guys. Any teacher that helped me throughout the year, I appreciate you guys. We're seniors and we're out of here.
I want to thank my mother, my brothers for pushing me. I want to thank my teachers for helping me get along with my work. And
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, and everybody in my family, and everybody that helped me to get to this point in my life. I appreciate you guys and thank you.
I'm trying to thank my mom for everything that she did for me, and my friends, James, my brother, my older brother, and most of my best friends, and my sister. Thanks very much.
2015 seniors.